Okay, you're clear on the right.
Right.
We'll just run down here until we hit La Vida and we can go.
Okay. Yeah, I found her house the other day. It's still there. Looks like it was built in the 40s.
I remember we'd gone through the house or something and making sure there wasn't a crime scene or something, you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't have her records with me all the time either, you know.
Yeah.
So I can't remember a whole bunch about it except that she was missing and that her husband, who lived in, was, you know, suspected at first.
Yeah. Yeah. And they weren't married. It was just a common law.
No, it was a common law thing.
Okay.
And like I say, I went to high school with her and, of course, a bunch of other people.
That's what you said. Aspen?
No,
Next one? Yeah, you said you went to high school with.
We may have to go over one. We turn here.
Okay. Turn here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because La Vida is over on this next, after the stop sign, we're going to go one that way, I think.
Okay. Did you know her in high school?
Not really, no. I mean, I knew of her, but I didn't ever associate her, go around her.
She was just in a different
She is in a different clique, yeah.
I gotcha. Well,
there it is.
Okay, La Vida. It's definitely an older working class part of town.
And see, this is Santa Clara. Santa Clara Avenue. There.
Okay.
1619.
Yes.
I didn't remember the exact address.
You almost had it perfect though. So her place is just right.
Left here somewhere.
Yeah, it's this one.
Oh, with the big brush.
Right here, 1619.
Yeah.
That's Denise Oliverson's house. Does it look exactly the same?
Yeah, pretty much. The paint might be updated or something, but seems similar to what we looked at, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, being, what, 40 years ago?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's amazing. And supposedly it's just a one-bedroom house. Does that sound about right?
Probably so, yeah.
Okay. So she was pissed off at her common law husband and decided to jump on her bicycle and she was going to her mom's house across town.
I can't recall that, but that's probably what happened.
Okay. Okay. So she headed down this way and...
She would have, you know, if you're going to leave, you're going to go down this.
Okay.
Direct route anyway.
Okay.
Because the river's right over the bank there.
Wow. Whoops, sorry guys.
No, that's no problem. Why they allow them to put those little speed bumps in there, I don't know.
Yeah, they're kind of silly, huh?
And then, you know, I can't recall, probably wasn't a sidewalk back then going along here.
And which she would have been on, right?
Right. If there was one.
If there was. So she didn't drive across the bridge then?
No, she had to.
She had to.
Yeah, she had to ride her bicycle down across through here.
That's the part that's kind of...
Not as near as much traffic back then.
Right.
But, you know, it's not uncommon to see somebody riding a bicycle through here.
Okay.
So she would have ridden her bicycle northbound on 5th Street here.
Uh-huh.
And what you're seeing now is very changed from what it was.
Right.
When you first get to the end of this bridge, there was a road that went off straight here to the east, connected up here by the Botanical Gardens or whatever it is there now.
Okay.
And this came through and there was a junkyard here. And about...
Over here?
Yeah, there was a junkyard right here.
Okay.
And all in here.
Okay.
And that bridge wasn't here, this above it. Fact is, as you start off this lane right here, would have gone around the end of this overpass and down underneath of it right here. Okay. And the other one would come out the other side. There was junk over there too.
Okay.
Now, as you're coming up over this is the railroad overpass.
Yes.
Now, what I want you to do is, you'll see the junkyards are down here now. In the train tracks. But we'll turn right down here at the bottom on South Avenue.
Okay.
And
we can come back down through here.
Yeah, we'll go up to 7th Street and we can get back in there.
Okay, perfect.
Right here.
All right. That is so odd that it was your uncle's gas station.
that's the only thing that makes me remember it, because it was 23rd North Chevron.
Yeah. Wow.
And it was on the southeast corner of that street, next street.
Okay. So it seems like a lot of this downtown area hasn't changed much in some ways.
No, it really hasn't. This used to be a lumber yard I worked at.
Should I turn here?
Yes. Police department's right over there.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday, just across the street from the Greyhound station.
Yeah, just downtown. And that's a new building. That's a whole new
Oh,
thing.
wow.
It covers like 2 city blocks. Before it was only like a half a block.
Is that where the police station, the same location?
Yeah, same location, just
Okay.
bigger, expanded, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the railroad.
There's the railroad tracks, and you can see under the bridge down there. We'll take this road down here past these buildings.
Okay.
You just turn right here at
This yield sign?
these railroad tracks, yeah.
Okay.
You'll just actually see how the road goes.
Okay.
Now see, this is what you would have seen back in the old days. This road comes down underneath here,
Yeah.
and it kind of makes that loop to the right.
Uh-huh.
And see, there's a car sitting down in there.
That old 70s car down there.
Mm-hmm.
How appropriate.
Well, this is exactly where that road was.
That she was riding her bike on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She would have come out, and you'll see on your left here, right alongside this would have been a little road coming down right in here.
Okay.
She would have had to ridden right into here. Now, I think if her riding alongside the overpass, she would have come out right here. See this little driveway right there?
Right.
Right up here, yeah, where the black stuff is.
Okay. Yeah.
She would have come out right in here somewhere.
Okay.
And probably going to turn right and go this way. But for some reason, they found all our bicycle stuff right over there underneath.
Just right over by the railroad tracks down there.
Yeah, right in this area over here. So I don't know if he'd been parked over in there, or if he was down here and enticed her over here or something. But anyway, right there is where they were found in this area over there by the railroad tracks.
Do you think he could have he just somehow followed her down here and?
He could have followed her right down this little road that comes, alongside this overpass when it was here.
Okay.
He could have followed her right here.
Yeah.
And maybe he hit her. Her bicycle wasn't damaged or nothing though.
Right.
It just was turned in, but.
So it was just right. The sandals.
Everything over in there, closer to the road tracks over there by them other piers.
Okay.
And then see what I was telling you about here. If you go up here further, just go over here.
Okay.
Now I don't know if you can still do it or not. But I don't think you can anymore. There was where this comes around here. See, that other road would have went back under there, come out over there.
Right.
This wasn't here. Now there was. See, this road came clear down here. Underneath here. And that's the asphalt plant, but you need to go over here. And just keep going.
Okay.
Right in this area, see that kind of...
Yeah.
Right in this area, there was a road that went right over this into another area. And that black bridge I was telling you about for the train is right down there.
Okay.
So they would have gone right over that and turned right down in there, and he could have walked her down there or whatever the case and threw her in the river if that's where he did it. But his confession later on said 4 or 5 miles west of Grand Junction. Could have went on River Road. See, if he went that way, he could have got right on River Road there.
Yeah.
So that would be a place where he would have went. It avoids a lot of exposure to anybody.
But you think it's possible that he could have taken her over here?
Yeah, because I mean, no telling, because he might have stopped somewhere like right in here and just taken her over there to the river and dumped her in right here. Wow. Because there wasn't anybody living right here.
There was nobody down here. This could have been where he was, doing his thing with her. And
right. I mean, some people could have seen him. Maybe she was still alive when he walked her over there.
Yeah.
And somebody wouldn't have noticed some guy and a gal walking,
Well, walked her over there and killed her and then dumped her in right there.
Raped her in the bushes or whatever.
Or maybe in his car just down here.
Right.
And this is the salvage yard you were talking about. Okay.
That's part of it. There was a huge one over here that was like 25, 30 acres of salvaged cars out in there.
Okay.
That he could have took her out in there and done his thing over there and dumped her in the river right there.
Wow.
From behind, you know.
Okay. Wow.
Just hard to say.
Yeah, it's just hard to say. And we'll probably never know.
But yeah, this dead end's over here, but you can make a U-turn and get out of here. But the river's right there at that trestle.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna... Did the original 5th Street Bridge, did it look a lot like that?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, except it was painted better and stuff.
Yeah.
Railroad doesn't really care if they paint their stuff.
Right.
But this is part of the old Jarvis wrecking yard right here.
I'll bet there's some neat old cars in there. I can see some right now. Holy cow.
Ford Galaxies, there's an old, that's another Ford. And an old looks like a Dodge or old Chevys and stuff.
It's a picker's dream. You had the money to put some of these back together. Okay, so we need to flip around here.
Yeah, just make your U-turn.
The Loma boat launch is about 10 miles west.
Yeah, actually about 13 or 15.
Okay.
Because it's past Fruta, and Fruta's 10.
Yeah.
All right.
The Loma boat launch is where the thing goes in the Ruby Canyon. Now what I want you to do is so you can see the other side of these railroad tracks from the other side underneath.
Okay.
I'll show you, this is exactly over there on the other side, exactly how you came off the river bridge into this area from that side. I'll show you how that same thing works over there. And it still exists the way it was then.
That's cool. Excellent. Okay, so this
is where you found the bicycle and the sandwich and stuff right here, right in this area. Underneath. So you can see back then there was no housing, or it was just about like,
yeah,
you know, there was quite a little bit of traffic came through here because it did overpass through the Riverside Park area.
Right.
You know, so it was a little bit risky or something, but depending on what time he did something.
Yeah. Okay.
See, in this scrapyard that's here right now, it was called Van Gundy's, and it was over on the other side. And they had just, after they bought them out over there, they moved them right here.
They moved it over here.
Yeah.
I can help you find that.
And see, there was a repair shop here, but it wasn't a gas station. And all these corners had a gas station on them.
There were, okay.
But this was and it is still today the Greyhound bus depot.
And it's always been.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the ticket for Bundy's thing was charged at 23rd and North Avenue, the 23rd Street Chevron.
Okay. And you remember that so well because your uncle told you about it? And
no, not because my uncle told me, but because the ticket had the address on, so that's where it was.
Yeah.
And that was my station, my uncle's station. His name was Larry Crow.
Okay.
Larry Crow owned that station, and he was married to my mother's sister.
Okay.
And I don't recall any of these stations here being Chevrons.
Okay, so you're dead on. You're dead correct. You know, I read something that Jim had said years ago about Denise having been at the same gas station, but he couldn't really remember what that was. I don't know if did he really say that? Because I mean, it's possible in Grand Junction anybody would have been at the same gas station somewhere in town. Right.
But yeah. Now when you get towards the end of the bridge on this side, there's a little cutoff there. You want to take it.
Right here?
Right here.
Okay.
This is how it was over there too, except it was more merge type deal than this abrupt turn with did all this. See how it goes down underneath here? Just go down there.
Okay. Just the other side.
And this is how it came alongside there. See?
Okay.
That's how if you were to imagine going north here, this is where she would have come. She would have been going to turn right here, but on the other side. But see how you can go underneath here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can just drive around down here. See, and the railroad guys are always down in here doing this. So you can just drive under. Unless there's a big hole there.
Okay.
But you could get out and walk through there if you wanted.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd love to.
I mean, it's quite an expanse under here. He could have had her in between abutments and doing things. Or who knows, you know.
Is it 2-lane then? Maybe over there.
It may have been just a 2-lane overpass over this, so it's not quite as big as this thing. There was just a 2-lane. You know, it wasn't a 4-lane at that time, I don't think. So if it was 4-lane up here, it narrowed down to 2 when they had that old bridge there, that one that but they had just completed that new 5th Street bridge.
Right.
And they left that trestled one up for a long time, and then they tore it down and made that.
Okay.
And this was a lot narrower, but they rebuilt this too.
So, but her stuff was found on the other side.
Yeah, right across over here.
Okay.
In that area in there.
Yeah.
It's sure a damn shame that somebody kills people, I'll tell you.
Oh, he was a wicked guy, for sure.
Yeah.
He was.
It just, what causes that? Why do people do that? Oh, no trespassing, uh-oh.
Well, very cool.
Yeah, but you can turn around now and we can, we'll go through there, past that big building and go that way. But, so we don't get on the street again. We'll go that way and we'll get on the street and we'll go up to...
Take you back.
Well, you can go to that gas station.
Oh, okay.
Where it was
Yeah.
my uncle's.
Yeah, let's do it.
Where it's now this burger place. If you want to.
Oh, I definitely do. Is it still the same building, or?
No, that's all for it.
But it's the same look. Okay.
Gas station, just by a burger.
Oh yeah.
See, and on the other side, this would have ran straight out to the street again.
Right.
And this used to run straight out. I drove a semi in under here.
Okay.
Before, when I was hauling later in my life.
Wow. Some of this is definitely, that's older stuff.
Shopping cart thing.
It's definitely era correct.
Mm-hmm.
All of this. The Rio Grande Motorway.
Yeah, and see, it was down here at that time too.
Oh, for sure.
And so what we'll do, instead of getting out on the street, we'll just turn left here.
Okay.
Down this. It's not really it's a private street, probably, even. Warehouse area down here, you know. I used to come down here when I was a truck driver, and I'd get backhoes off of trains. I would sell backhoes.
Okay.
We'd get them off the train. You can just go right to this one way out here. You're on the right.
So you and Jim, you only worked on the police force for 4 or 5 years?
I worked for about 6.5, 7.
6.5.
He worked for about 4.
Okay. This reminds me of Pioneer Park in Salt Lake City.
You can turn right here.
Should I turn?
Sure.
Okay.
As long as they aren't coming.
Yeah.
And just straight out through this.
Okay.
We'll go up here to 28 Road and turn left. So this is the 23rd and Belford area.
Okay.
This is Belford Avenue we're on.
Okay.
This is 23rd Street that runs here. And this is 24th. That used to be a liquor and 7-Eleven store there.
Okay.
It's all liquor store now. This shopping center was here. And the VA was here. And where that yellow building is where the Chevron was.
That's where the Chevron was.
23rd and North Avenue.
So, okay.
So you can turn around back to 28th and back that way, or you can run through here. It's got La Al J and something Mexican food now. Wow.
Interesting. Okay, so this is where it was. 23rd and North Avenue, is that?
23rd and North Chevron.
North Chevron.
That was the name of the station.
23rd and North Chevron, okay. Get
It's
out.
like 2301, let's see. Yeah, 2301 North Avenue, I think.
Okay.
You right.
I'm videoing this mostly for the author to look at.
See how you can see the VA right here, and this is where of course, the VA hospital. There's nurses coming in and out of here. Maybe it just happened to be. See, this used to be the main thoroughfare through this area.
Right.
If there was no interstate.
Right.
You know, this was Highway 50 or Highway 6 and 24. This is what that is.
Okay.
From here to Salt Lake.
Yeah.
All the way, you can take this route.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns into, it used to be 89, I think, right?
No, not here. Over in Utah.
In Utah.
89, you turn off there at just west of Green River.
Yes, yes. No, I'm learning that it's just good to be, hey, there's a Volkswagen.
Well, it's you always think the tan VW that he drove around, you know.
Did you know that his Volkswagen, everybody talks about it being tan. It was actually
kind of a beige, or
it was actually white or silver, and then when he was caught, he painted it tan.
Oh.
And I actually interviewed.
Just getting over bronchitis.
I actually interviewed the kid. A teenager named Brian Severson actually bought his Volkswagen from him in '75. In September 9th, 75. Anyway, I met him and talked to him, and
that became identified because a girl escaped from him when he had that cast on, right? So
yeah,
you can turn left here and go back.
Okay,
it's a better route.
But she said it was. I think she said that it was white, actually, and so it's kind of a misnomer. Everybody thinks it was tan, and it was tan later, but not while he was doing the killings. The whole time it was white or silver. It's just an interesting little weird thing.
And they were good little cars.
Yeah, I've had a couple of them myself, older ones, and I love them.
Easy to swap the engines on those things.
Oh, they're so easy to work on. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. He took it to Jerry Thompson. Apparently, was trying like hell to find the chop shop, because he was trying to cover up any identifying marks on that car, because Carol DeRanche, the girl who escaped, yeah.
She's still alive today?
Yeah, she is somewhere.
Did you ever talk to her?
She's really hard to get a hold of. I can't figure out where she is.
So she don't want to talk about it?
Nah. She's got a Facebook page that it's kind of like not a fan site, but it's like a Remember Carol DeRanche page, and you can tell she runs it, because every once in a while she'll drop in and make some.
She don't want to say much.
Yeah, and you can't. And she's got it set up so you can't message her or anything like that. So I just kind of, some people like that, I just choose to leave them alone. You know.
Yeah. You know, if they want their privacy, they deserve it.
Yeah, I get it completely.
Y'all ready for a Halloween jam? Kick it! Come on! I want to see y'all out of those graves and on the dance floor. Come on! Yeah! Let's hear some screams!